plus an internal video remind us who we are at our core and how it's now, after we move through this transition, it's time for us to smile and it's time for us to make other people smile in the work that they do. And to remember that what we do is in helping people share and having people share life's moments. And whether they're doing it on a personal level or a business level, that's what we do. So what we do is we have emotional technology. And it's our emotional technology, and I call it M3I squared, where we help people make, manage, and move images and information in their lives and in their business. And at the core of what we do is we help people print brochures that have the visions of their businesses. And those are very special. As much as it is when you capture that one photo that you want to keep and save forever, and it's that Kodak moment. We've been known for Kodak moments in your personal lives as you stood in front of fireplaces and took those pictures and kept those pictures and want to run into a burning building to save them. And we're doing that on the commercial business side as we print those brochures, those direct mail letters, those books, those newspapers in the same exact way. And we know that people don't just take pictures and don't just print brochures. They're trying to capture memories. And think about that. Think about it when your holiday season, when you're around and you're all getting the family together and you have people stand there and you take that picture not once, but twice or maybe even 3 times. Not because Billy's putting his fingers behind someone's head, but because you're trying to capture the emotion that you feel at that exact time. And that's what we want to remind people, that's what we do. Because we know that when people share these things, their value increases. And so that's why in our new cameras, for instance, we're putting share buttons on them. So you hit one button and it shares to every one of your accounts, to your computer, to every your email accounts, to your friends' email accounts, to your Facebook, to your Flickr, to your gallery, to YouTube or anywhere else that you choose it to go with one button. We put facial recognition now in every single camera moving forward. So you can sit there and say, this is Susan. Go find me all the pictures of Susan. This is a birthday cake. Go find me all the pictures of a party. And we put up to 5,000 pictures on one camera because we know the person who buys that happens to be the chief memory officer. And she wants to show off all of those special moments. And so it's important. Or we take our picture frames and we put a little email address that you can put in the front of it so that you can give it to your friends and they can email their pictures to you. So that you can sit there and have breakfast in the morning and you're watching your frame and all of a sudden a new surprise comes up. I do caution you to who you give those to. Speaking from experience, especially when they're going to Vegas for a bridal weekend or something. So for us, and the way in which we think and the way in which we focus is that moments aren't shared, lose their power. And we want people to share. We want people to print. We want people to share in terms of electronically, digitally, in every which way, because we know that the real Kodak moment happens when people share, and that's what we want to be able to do. And so we push that forward. Because, see, it's our memories. It's the things that mean the most to us, that make me me, that complete us, that make us who we are and complete us in ways that we never thought of before. Watch this.
My first cat.
This is me and my dad right here.
She lived to be 101.
I really love my little brother, and we were always very close.
When I think of her, I think of this cute little face that she makes when she scrunches up her nose. And then I got this invitation in the mail that reminds me exactly of that face that she makes.
This is my mom, this is my dad, this is my elder sister Aarti.
Pictures of our first date when we were 14 years old. We've been married for 4 years, about to start a family.
I like this one because of the cake.
This is a photograph of my mom and me on my first day of college.
This picture's been sitting in the same frame on the same dresser for 11 years now. When I look at this, I feel like I'm still a little bit of that person.
Hat das Bild dann mit dem Krankenhaus dabei gehabt, das hat ihn die ganze Zeit über begleitet und ich glaube, dass es ihm geholfen hat, schnell wieder gesund zu werden.
I could be out in the backyard playing with the kids, snap a picture and come in and send it to them. Just want to let you know what the kids are doing right now. And they love it. They feel like even though they're so far away, they're still part of our lives.
I can see her grow every single day as we're sending out photos and videos and things to them.
If I had to take one thing from my house, if my house was on fire, I would take all of my pictures.
So I think when we're in first place in these bike races, it's cool, and I want to remember that. And I want to share that with my team. I want to share that with my family. I share over 1,000 pictures on Facebook.
I got a lot of comments because
I'm the only person who caught a fish out of 5 guys.
It just reminds me of how much fun they always had.
And it's pretty meaningful to me because my mom passed away in February. So I look at it and think of her.
Every time our parents took a picture, they made doubles, so we each have a copy of the picture.
Yeah, it's definitely something we're going to be showing our kids someday, just to know where their parents started and how young we were and how it all worked out.
There's a picture of 4 generations of my family.
And it's almost like I have my friends, my family right in front of me.
It just sort of captured everything that I want to remember about that day.
Oh, it just tells me that I have such a full life.
So that's what we do. And we love doing it every single day. So I want to thank you for having me. If you like what you heard a little bit here, you'll see some of that in my book, The Mirror Test. Rush out and get it on Amazon so I can stay up there at #1. I'm behind Sarah Palin and Rush Limbaugh, and that really pisses me off. So do America a favor and buy my book. You know. So, anyway, we'll take a few questions. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, sure. We got time. Sure.
Don't think we're going to let him out of the country without posing a couple of questions. By the way, was that Madman episode about the Kodak carousel, was that a true anecdote of some
It's
sort?
fairly, yeah, it is, because I can tell you Matt Weiner is the executive producer and the originator, creator of that show. And when I saw that, I jumped out of the bed. I mean, because I didn't know it happened. It just happened. He put that in the show. And he is so authentic. We actually tried to give him some 1964 commercials. But this year is about 1965, and he's in 64, and he won't use them. Oh. I mean, God, come on. It's like, you know, I'm giving them to you for free, you know, because I'm trying to work it into the thing. You know, I'm trying to work everything into the show. There's another show I'm trying to do, the Telemundo. You guys know Telemundo?